I did bad, they would throw vegetables at me, right? So, Lucky Pickle. Ow! And it hurt real bad, and I went to the hospital, but I was fine. So no blindness, no detached retina, I'm good to go. But it was funny, so I thought I'd share it with you guys. Huh? Discount Jacksepticeye? That seems about right. Alright, here's at Mandy Ryan 02. Where are you? Whoa! Hi. Hi, how you doing? You love me? I can't return the feelings. I love two girls, Chica and Amy, and that's it. This is my stage! I have the microphone! I'm Spoodle Noodle! Alright. So, at Mandy, Ryan 02 asks, what is the best way, in your opinion, to get people to hear your voice with activism, etc.? And were any of you at the panel I was on yesterday, using social change for good? Yeah. So I was talking about this on that panel, and we kind of like got into the discussion, because there isn't always a right answer for like getting people to believe in activism or doing something, and this is why it's like in my opinion. In my opinion, with my channel, you guys are very loving and understanding. You guys are willing to spread good, and you guys are willing to be accepting of some causes that I bring to you, and that's such an important, great thing. But I often feel like in the world today, there's so many voices yelling at each and every one of you because of the internet. Like, there's so many people telling you all of the problems and the terrible things in the world and the horrible things that are going wrong in the world, that it can become this overwhelming nightmare, and either you become numb to it or you just get crippled with anxiety and fear because you're so scared that the world is falling apart. And in some cases, there are events that need people to rally behind it. Always, there are going to be events in the world that need people to rally behind it. There needs to be money to research, and there needs to be people. People need help a lot of the time. But I always am cautious about which events and campaigns and social movements that I try to tell you guys about, because sometimes you're just looking for an escape from it all. Like my videos, I do promote good in whatever I do, but sometimes my videos are just that break you need from it, that little bit of an escape, like maybe half a chuckle that'll get you through the day and can make you forget about the worries of the world. And then tomorrow, maybe tomorrow, we can all rally around a great cause. We can do some good, we can help a neighbor, but sometimes the pressure's too much, and you just need one moment, one video, a silly tweet about how my pants aren't on right now. But you just need one moment to laugh and forget about the troubles. And so I like getting people engaged always works better if you're not always asking them, if you're not always hounding them, because we are all people. Like I said on the panel yesterday, like the internet is great at spreading information. It really is, but change happens in person. Like conversations between your neighbor, conversations between friends, conversations between your enemies. Like that's how change happens, and it happens at a slow pace. So don't rush yourself. Sometimes you just need an escape, and that is totally fine. And then maybe tomorrow, if you have time, then you can do some good in the world. So don't always be so stressed. At Karina here 15. Oh, yeah, thank you, but you're in the middle row, so like I'm just kidding, yeah. Oh, yeah, scoot over, see if you can scoot over. Hey, what's your name? Sonny? Left side, Sonny's joining your team. Give it up for Sonny. All right, actually, I don't know if you're allowed to do that. Security is on the way to tackle you right now. Oh, gosh, get back in your seat.
Yeah.
All right. At Karina here 15, where are you at? Sonny, it's okay, you're okay. You're good. Okay, good. Karina here? Woo! All right, okay, I believe you. All right, So Karina here, 15, says, favorite memory you have filming, editing a video. My favorite time, and I tell my friends this all the time, is, and I go back to this a lot, it was when we were filming Who Killed Markiplier. And like all of the actual video aside, my favorite time in my life is when I'm working on something that I cannot put down. Like I have ADD and it tosses my attention all over the place all the time, but when I'm able to focus on something and really, really engage with it, that's when I get the most excited about it. And with Who Killed Markiplier, this was such a nightmare of a production, but I loved it because we were in this place, Mythia Castle, filming there, and we only had 7 days. And as soon as we started, we're like, oh gosh, we're not going to be able to get this done in 7 days. Like, there's no way. So we had to rush from 8 a.m. to midnight every night, just filming. I was directing. We were trying to like adapt the script at the same time. We were trying to call the scenes and call the shots, and all at the same time. All my friends, everyone who was a part of it, every single person who was a part of it, was there, engaged, 100%. And admittedly, some of them did take naps in other rooms when I was busy in the other one, but they were engaged and they were into it, and we were all unified in making something cool. So it made the hours totally worth it. Like, the hours flew by, the work flew by, because it was just something that I was so happy to make. And when you find that moment, when you find that thing, that one thing that really lights your entire heart on fire, that you burn for, you're so passionate for it, it's a feeling that's indescribable. And even in the moment that I was there, I was miserable. I was like, this isn't gonna get done, we don't have enough time, like we didn't do it. But looking back on it, I wouldn't trade those moments for the world. Like, even in the darkest of times when I had all the doubt in the world, I didn't think we were gonna get it done, I was so tired, cranky, annoyed. I knew that we were gonna make something special. And I was not gonna let it be anything less than the best that I could make it. And after it was finally done, you guys absolutely loved it, and it made every moment of that worth it. Let's see. At Triggered Bella. Oh, over there? I don't believe you. Okay, hello. Do you wear pants when you record now? All right, I have a confession to make. On occasion, it's not always, but sometimes when I'm recording a video, I am wearing pants. Unsubscribed.
Gosh.
No, okay, this is where I'm really happy that fashion has moved into a world where sweatpants and pajamas are publicly acceptable. This is the greatest fashion trend in the entire history of humanity.
School.
This is like my time. So I'm able to wear, and Amy hates this about me. Like, Amy just absolutely despises this. I haven't worn a real pair of pants. Yesterday is the first day I wore a real pair of pants, and that's because like people were gonna take pictures with me, and I was like, okay, I guess I should dress up and put on some jeans here. And then, like this honestly, like we live in a wonderful time where we can wear sweatpants to a fancy restaurant. Not reading that name either. Can you sing a bit for us, ya noodle?
Scene.
At Galaxy Cat Games, is there going to be a nude calendar too? Who's at Galaxy Cat Games? They ran away. They were so embarrassed about that question. They ran away. I don't hear anything after there. I don't hear a gosh darn thing. There's nothing happening. Huh? Oh, sure you are. Oh, I believe you. Yeah. I mean, what would I do in nude calendar number 2? Nude calendar 2, even more nude. No. But the thing about like the nude calendar, that was just something that I like said I was gonna do, and no one believed me like a year ago before I did it, and I was like, oh, I gotta do it now. people said I wasn't gonna do it, so I'm gonna do it now. Like, that's my big motivator. I live on FU energy. Like, if I could just give a big middle finger to someone, I'm like, I'm doing this. Screw what you think about me, and then I'm just on my way and doing it. But with like that, it was also a really cool opportunity to do something that really put charity out there in a way that no one's really done before. I mean, there's been naked calendars, and there's probably been naked calendars for charity, but I've never been naked on a calendar for charity, and I bet they didn't raise $500,000 for charity either. I love doing charity streams, and I am going to do more charity streams, and I've got big ideas for it. But also, like, sometimes I think that a clever idea behind something like rallies people so much more. If it's something that's like interesting or at least unique and it's very basic, I want to do charity events like that. I want to do things like that. So there may be a new calendar version 2. Maybe when I'm like 65 and I have no shame left, my body has gone to garbage. I've just like YouTube retirement did not sit with me well. Like I am just literally physically attached to my chair playing Fortnite till the end of my days. Then I'll do another naked calendar, and it'll be like, if you guys don't buy enough calendars, then I'll release it. It's like a threat. Like, if you don't donate to charity, I'm releasing my 65-year-old nudes. So you better donate.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, so maybe, but we'll see about that. Actual Trash at Vidcon 2018 says, spoodles or noodles? All right, we need to get a good vote here. Raise your hand if you say spoodles. Now raise your hand for noodles. Oh, wow. You guys don't like noodles. And you guys have an unhealthy appreciation of spoodles. I don't even know what spoodles is.
I don't know. I thought he would know that one. I think so.
Okay. At Lizzie in AZYT. No. Not a soul. Out of Jack, Ethan, Tyler, and Felix, who's your favorite? And who's the sexiest? Well, this is completely unfair because Bob's not on this list. And Bob is both my favorite and the sexiest. But I have to pick between Jack, Ethan, Tyler, and Felix. So I think Tyler wins the sexiness. He's just got that chiseled jaw, the luscious hair.
I actually know who he is.
The height. As far as my favorite, I can't answer that. Like, I can't pick between people and say, that was my favorite. Everyone else could fall off a bridge. I don't care. This one, my favorite. So I'm gonna go with Bob. I'm gonna go with Amy.
Who does him the most?
Chica? Nah.
Doesn't know that.
Let me tell you about Chica. When I came down to VidCon, I didn't even say goodbye. I didn't even blow a kiss out the window. No. I left a 20 on the counter and I was like, fend for yourself. If you can't get that food bag open, you don't deserve to be here. And then I left every window and door open so she could get a good breeze going. Anyone could have swooped in and took her. This is how much I don't care about Chica. Alright, that's not true. I would die for that dog. I would easily die.
Aww. Yeah, I got my dog too. She's adorable. So
yeah. Dr. Dre 1. Oh, Dr. Drew Anthony. Sorry. If you could put anything on a billboard, what would it say? I would put me flexing, subscribe to Markiplier, a QR code, so that people driving can be like, oh, I I gotta find out what this is. And actually, this seems like a terrible idea, so I shouldn't do it, right? In the middle of Boo-Foo, Montana, we're gonna have a billboard because it's gonna be like $20 to rent a billboard out there. But for those of you living in that town with a population of 200, you're gonna see a lot of me. Did I mention I was gonna be naked on the billboard? Let's see. At Kytran1702. Over here! Hey, that's me! Hello. If you were to kick the bucket, what way would you go? So you're asking how I want to die? All right.
Playing video games.
Petting Chica to death? Do it now! Pet Chica to death, do it! Oh, I was thinking that same thing, do it! No, if I were to die, it'd be something that they would write an article about and people wouldn't be able to tell if it was written by The Onion or a real news site. Like, it'd be YouTuber falls out of plane into volcano for the views. Like, that would be the article
Who would do that?
That's how I would want to go, like something like that.
Who would do that in life?
Yeah. What was it? YouTuber dies after eating too many ghost peppers, trying to cram them in his body from both ends. Like
Actually, you can die from that.
At Mackenzie Nicole says, why are you not in the middle of the couch? You like that trick? Pretty good. Got another one for you. I'm gonna pull a fast one on you. Yeah, pretty cool, right? This is why people subscribe to me. Anyway, at Kaylee Sasaki asks, what's your favorite thing about VidCon? And thank you so much for everything. You have no idea how much better my life is thanks to you. Where's Kaylee? 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 Kaylee! We can't find you, Kaylee! Over there. Everybody start shouting Kaylee. Look at her. Kaylee? Oh, there you go. Way in the back. Hi. Well, thank you so much. My favorite thing about VidCon, as opposed to a lot of the other conventions that I go to, this convention is just about you guys. Like, you could argue that it's about us and so that you get a chance to see us or meet us or whatever have you. But for me, it's the opposite. I get to see you guys. I really do. And one of the biggest tragedies, and I probably should have talked about this in the earlier question that I had, but one of the biggest tragedies about growing popular on YouTube or social media is you start to lose a connection with people. Like, you really do. You start to lose that interpersonal connection that I had. And I started losing that really early on. And it messed with me. For those of you who've been with me for years, you know that I would complain about it a lot. I would complain about the inability to connect with people. And the more people that started watching my videos, the less and less I was able to do. And that's where a lot of the dissonance in the fan base comes from. A lot of people that are like, oh, Mark, you don't care as much. It's not necessarily that. It's that I can only see, talk to a static number of people. I am one person. And I will meet as many people as possible. I'll do as many meet and greets as they'll allow me at this event. But the number of people that can't meet me, or see me, or get to know me, that is always growing. So there's this ever-growing voice of people that think that I've changed because I can't access as many of you guys. Like, I can't talk to you guys. I can't show you how I'm feeling. I can make a video that reaches many people, but like I said earlier, information spreads on the internet very quickly, and it's great. But like change and conversations, that happens in person. Like the connection that I feel with people, the real honest communication that I feel, that's in person. And I, as one person, can only do so much. And that's why the 8 million subscriber video, it made me tear up so badly, because it was this crushing realization that I will never be able to meet everyone. And you can call that sappy, you can call that wishful thinking, and I don't wish for that anymore, I wish for it, but I don't expect it anymore, but that is the biggest price that you have to pay. If you do this, and I recommend that everyone do this because it's something that they love, and they really enjoy communicating with the community, if you do this for that, you will eventually lose it. And that is the hardest thing to let go of. But thankfully, I will never stop trying. Because I'm able to be on the stage with you guys, and you guys are willing to come out here and listen to me ramble on about crap that you don't care about, but you're willing to listen to me. And I've got a meet and greet after this where I'm able to see you guys. Like, nothing makes me happier than being able to meet you guys, say hi, show you how I'm feeling, make you laugh, make you smile. Like, that's my favorite thing in the world. That's my favorite thing in the world. So thank you for giving me a chance and understanding that I am only one person, and this VidCon is special because it allows me to meet people like you. At Trashmanship. Oh, Lexi? Hi, how's it going? What's your favorite childhood memory? Okay. Do you want a serious answer or a silly answer? No, not you, Lexi. No, you're not Lexi. You may be Lexi, but you're not the right Lexi. Lexi, stand up. Lexi, stand up. You want a silly answer or a real answer? Real answer? Okay, real answer. There goes all my jokes. It's fine. It's whatever. It's fine. No, you are not Lexi. All right, so a serious answer is my favorite childhood memory. My dad was really great in that he let me and my brother explore on our own. And I would encourage that for any child growing up. Just go out in the woods, being able to go out there, explore, figure things out for yourself. He was a great dad in that he knew when to intervene, he knew when to let us fall. Like, he knew that, because he knew that if he let us fall, we would learn to pick ourselves up off the ground. And this is great. So he would let me and my brother go out into the woods behind our house all the time. Pretty much every summer vacation, right up until I started going to school, and then the world was ending when I started going to school. I was like, no, I can't go in the woods, I can't believe this. But my brother and I, we would go out in the woods all the time with hacksaws and like wrenches and stuff, and just weird tools from his shed, and we'd go out in there and we'd saw vines off trees and just swing over the thorn pit, just like, whee! It was great. And then like one of our friends came over and we're like, oh, swing on this vine, it'll be fine. Trust me, we've done it, it's safe. And he swung on it, snap, right into the thorns. Cut everywhere. Yeah, he didn't hang out with us again after that. Yeah, but it was great because we had this awesome childhood. So many of my formative years and my early childhood were from these woods. And when we moved, because my parents got divorced and we couldn't afford the same house, so we had to move. When we lost that, it was this big blow, to me and my brother. We had our entire bonding time there. We were in the woods and we were exploring, we were diverting rivers, we were causing eco-disasters, entire colonies of frogs. I'm so sorry that my brother and I existed at that time. But it's just we lost that part, and thankfully, my dad was super into computers, so it allowed me and my brother to really get into video games and playing games and exploring these digital worlds was an equivalent, not identical, but good enough so that we could find an escape in video games. And that's really where I started to become passionate about it. And that's where I started playing them a lot more. And that's where my brother and I kind of actually grew part of it, because we started finding different games. But I will always remember those moments when I was in those woods, just exploring, not knowing what was around the next corner, but just trying to figure it all out for myself. So that was my best childhood.